Hey everyone, it's Matt from Surf City TCG here, talking about new commanders from Duskmourn, which is coming out in a few weeks now, but we did get some spoilers, and I've gone ahead and proxied up this commander so we can test him out. We're talking about Valgavoth, Harrower of Souls. This is a legendary Elder Demon, 4/4 flying with ward pay 2 life, which is pretty inexpensive as ward costs go, but as I've mentioned in other videos, like there's a psychological barrier with people just not wanting to pay ward or not thinking it's so easy, just remembering he has ward but not really knowing what it is. So this is, I think, more valuable than you might initially think. And he also says whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each of their turns, put a +1 counter on Valgavoth and draw a card. So this is very reminiscent of, in fact, we're actually running him in the deck, Obnixilis Captive Kingpin from March of the Machines Aftermath. Also a 4-power flyer. He's got Trample, which is very nice on a creature like this that grows. But he says whenever one or more opponents lose exactly 1 life, put a +1 counter on him and you impulse draw a card rather than just draw. Impulse draw meaning like you exile the top card of your library, you can play it till your next end step. So this is, Obnixilis is an extremely powerful commander. Not, I mean, it's playable in CDH, I believe, but it's not like a CDH commander. It's just a very high-end, powerful, regular commander. And I think Valgavoth is going to feel very similar. This is going to be a very, very strong deck, and I've built it as such. I restrain myself from including all of the ultra fast mana, like the Moxes, Mox Diamond, Chrome Mox, Mox Amber, Mox Opal, and like Grim Monolith, because those are just a little too powerful for regular commander in my opinion. Maybe you could get away with playing them at like a power level 8 to 9 sort of deck that is like just sub CEDH, but typically, even though I own those cards, I don't like to run them in regular commander decks because they just make the game feel a little too like out of reach for the other players, and it's definitely pay to win if you own those Moxes and you draw them. It's like you're a turn or two ahead of everyone, and I don't particularly like that. We're already running some powerful mana stuff in Jeweled Lotus, Lotus Petal, Mana Crypt. Like these 3 alone are going to be very potent and very powerful. So just fair warning, this is an extremely strong commander. Even if you don't build it with all this fast mana and like tutors and all that stuff, it's still extremely good. It is a massive draw engine. It's very easy to trigger, as we're going to talk about, and you'll find yourself just winning games with Valgavoth in play, as long as you're able to protect him, which is really the key, I think. So what is this deck looking to do? Well, first of all, in fact, I'm going to switch over to our types and tags, which you can see in Moxfield under group. And these are all my custom types and tags, so they don't default like this, but I always recommend people take some time and add them. It does take a while, but it's really impactful when it comes to deck building, because you can like start getting an idea of what you have too much of, what you have too little of. And I don't like to use deck templates, but it is a good place to start if you just have no idea what to do in terms of like how to adjust your deck if it's not working. So we're going to look at not all of these, but just a few of the main categories. The first one being mana and ramp. So we've got 14 sources in this deck, which is a pretty medium amount, I would say. I like to have anywhere between like 10, maybe at the very lowest, up to 20, even 25, depending on the deck. Commander's very fast now, and you just need a lot of acceleration or you're going to fall behind. So we've got a lot of ways to get our commander out quickly. This is a 4-mana commander, right? So what that means is 2 mana rocks are extra good, because if we assume we're hitting our first 3 land drops, a 2 mana rock will allow us to play Valgavoth on turn 3, which is very good. So we are running a contingent of 2 mana rocks, pretty much all of the good ones, with the exception of like Mind Stone and Thought Vessel. You could throw those in here too, but I just find those to be the 2 weakest. I still think they're potentially worth running here. I would just not cut them. I would run all of these ones first. Liquid Torque's kind of a corner case, but I really like the flexibility of this card. I was playing Vandal Blast in here previously, which makes it extra good, but I cut it. I still decided to leave in the Torque, though. I like the utility of it, even though it doesn't always have an impact on the game. It can, especially if you open people's eyes to the possibility of it. Like if they're holding artifact removal and you have this, you guys can team up to get rid of that annoying Smothering Tithe, for example. Moonsilver Key is one I want to touch on because I don't see a lot of people running this card, but it's very good. For 2 mana, it's a artifact that sacks for 1, so really it takes 3 to use, but you can pay it in parts, so you could play it on turn 2, and, well, you might be saying, Matt, like, if I play this on turn 2 instead of a 2 mana rock, how am I going to play my 4 mana commander the following turn? Well, there are multiple ways to do that. I'm glad you asked. So if you've played a land, again, I'm going to assume we're hitting the first 3 land drops, but with the Moonsilver Key, you actually don't even need the 3rd land drop. So you could keep a 2-lander with Moonsilver Key and still get Valgavoth out on turn 3 by playing it on turn 2, sacking it for 1 mana on turn 3, so you've got 1 land left, getting your Jeweled Lotus, and then you've got your 1 land and your Jeweled Lotus, which makes 4 to play your commander. So Moonsilver Key, very powerful, especially, it scales with the power of your deck, right? If you've got a mana crypt, then a Moonsilver Key nets you 1 mana the turn you sack it. Even if you're not getting Jeweled Lotus, you get mana crypt and you spent 1 to crack the key, but the crypt gives you 2, so, and it's free to play, right? If you get a Soul Ring, it just breaks even. So very, very strong card. And another interesting point, not useful for this deck, but a mana ability is more broad than you might think. It actually refers to pretty much anything that gives you mana. Go figure, based on the name. But that can include some stuff you might not expect. Some examples being extraplanar land. Let me pull these up so you can actually see them. And apologies for the unsophisticated editing here. I'm a new creator, so this is not, I have a day job, but I enjoy doing this and I hope you get something out of it, even though you have to see some of the behind the scenes work here. So apologies for that, but shut up and deal with it. So Moonsilver Key can fetch you things like Extraplanar Lens, which is a favorite of mine. I play it in pretty much every monocolor deck. So it's got this imprint ability. You have to exile a land that you have in play, but then it makes all lands with that same name tap for double mana, including your opponents, by the way. So you'll notice that sometimes when people run this card, they'll play a bunch of snow-covered lands. And you might think, why are you playing snow-covered lands? There's no snow permanents in your deck. It's just for the lens, right? Because if I'm playing all snow-covered mountains, and my opponent is playing Krenko goblins, and they're just playing regular mountains, then their regular mountains do not tap for 2 mana. Whereas if I was playing regular mountains, then all players' regular mountains would tap for 2 mana. So interesting little corner case there. And the key can fetch that. The key can fetch things like Ashnod's Altar. In Aristocrats deck, Moonsilver Key is fantastic because it can get you Ashnod's Altar or Phyrexian Altar, 2 of the best cards in your deck. So don't sleep on this little baby. This is a phenomenal card and very, very powerful. And then we're running standard red, big mana stuff like Justice Will and Mana Geyser, as well as Berkey, God of Storytelling, which we're mainly going to be playing on the front side. It's got a effect where anytime you cast a spell, you get red. You don't lose that during your turn, and your creatures can boast twice, which I barely even know what that means, but you can ignore that part. Don't ignore the other side though. In a late game situation where you're just out of gas, the Harnfell Horn of Bounty is a really potent draw engine. You need at least a card or 2 in your hand to get it going, so it can pay to be thoughtful about don't just play all of your lands if you're flooded and you're running Harnfell, because could end up like wanting those as discard fodder, so to speak. Anyway, that's our mana and ramp. Let's talk about removal. So we'll look at our board wipes first, and then we'll look at our single target removal, because I do have them split out. So our board wipes are Mount Doom, Blasphemous Act, Meathook Massacre, and Toxic Deluge. Blasphemous Act and Toxic Deluge are super staples. I mean, I run them. You have to have a very good reason, I think, not to run these. Even though this is a creature-based deck, you still want Blasphemous Act, you know. There are those times people just get way too far ahead or have a board that's just insurmountable, and this is a, you know, such a cheap and effective way to reset and get back to parity. Mount Doom is really good in this deck for a couple of reasons. First of all, we're playing the One Rings, and I still have a dream of sacking it to Mount Doom to choose 2 creatures, destroy the rest, but that has yet to happen. I actually might have told this story on stream before, but I was in a game once where I was playing Zealous Conscripts, which is it's a 5 mana creature. When it ETBs, you can steal any permanent till end of turn. And I was 1 mana short of stealing someone's The One Ring and sacrificing it to my own Mount Doom. So that was devastating. And I haven't stopped complaining about it since. So I'm sure you'll hear that story again if you watch me on any regular basis. But one day. And then, back to Mount Doom. This tap to deal 1 damage to each opponent ability, though, very, very good. Normally, just because, like, hey, sometimes you just need a mana sink, right? But extremely good in this deck, where we really want to be doing damage to opponents on their turn, right? So a lot of the stuff that red does well is like damaging people on our turn, but this cares about an opponent losing life for the first time on their turn. So Mount Doom is a nice way to do that if we have no better way. It's still like pretty expensive because it basically costs 4 mana, given that you have to tap a land that would otherwise produce mana and then also tap 3 mana. But just very flexible to have this option on a land. In fact, we're running another land or 2 that does that in colorless lands. Shivan Gorge does the same thing. But this one only makes colorless, so it's worse. Still sweet land, though. And then Meathook Massacre, super staple, very expensive still. I think it's like seeing a lot of play in other formats. But it's so good. And, you know, if you don't have a copy, I'd say keep an eye out for a deal, but it's a card that you're going to want for your collection over, you know, in the long term. It's just so good. Like the flexibility of it, the fact that you can just play it for 2 mana as an enchantment that has this effect. It's just, there's nothing like it. It can win you games that very few other cards can win you. Let's talk about our regular removal. So we've got just all the big hitters, Deadly Rollick, Snuff Out. These are great because they're free and instant. And a lot of our ways to ping everyone, which we're going to talk about after this, requires us to cast a non-creature or an instant or sorcery. And we need, you know, sorceries work, of course, but like we want to ping our opponents on their turns, not on ours. So sorceries are less good in this deck for that reason. So we're running a lot of instants and just a lot of ways. Creatures with flash, Bowmaster is great in this deck. And then Fire Covenant, like this is kind of a board wipe, a one-sided board wipe. You can pay as much life as you want to do damage to opponent's creatures. So very strong effect there. And then Goblin Sharpshooter is an all-star in this deck because anytime a creature dies, he untaps and you can just ping someone for 1. Now, that's not really how you want to be using the Sharpshooter. It's great for like dealing with tokens because it can kill an infinite number of 1/1s. Every time a creature dies, it untaps. But really good in this deck just as an incidental way to ping players randomly. You could run like regular pingers in here, like Prodigal Pyromancer, Prodigal, I think is what it's called, the red one. It's like Prodigal Sorcerer, but it's red. It's from Planar Chaos, I believe. I just find those effects that can only do ping once a turn cycle to be not the best options for this deck. But you know, there are certainly ways to build this deck a little bit less powerful, and that would be one of them. It's just like downgrade Sharpshooter to Prodigal Pyromancer, and, you know, there's 1,000 other pingers that just do 1 damage to a player. But we want the ones that can do it repeatedly, Mayhem Devil being another good one. And then, like, let's take a look at the other pingers we're running, or the other ways we have to activate our commander, because, again, what does he do? Every time an opponent loses life for the first time during their turns, we only care about, like, hitting them once a turn. He gets a +1 counter, and you draw a card. So you want to be pinging every opponent on their turn, every turn. So the best ways to do that, Bloodchief Ascension, I mean, this card's just dumb. It'll win you the game, like, incidentally. I'm playing this guy, testing him out. I think he's pretty good, and we've got a lot of fetch lands to activate him on an opponent's turn. Keteric Parasite, phenomenal in this deck. Actually, there's a new card. I have it in the sideboard, Razorkin Needlehead. This guy. This card looks bonkers. It's like a mini Shieldred for 2 mana in red. Seems really good in this deck. I'm not going to proxy it for the purposes of this video, but, you know, really good card. And then, like, Blood Artist, Ankh of Mishra, this is a fun one, very old school card that I'm sure some of you longtime players recognize. Anytime someone plays a land, it basically says landfall, that player takes 2 damage, including you. So, great way to ensure everyone's getting damaged, because people tend to like to play land. This is an old school card that just does 1 damage to every player on their upkeep, and that's it. So good in this deck. Possibly the best card in the deck. You know, it's up there. And then tons of other ones. Like, you can look through all these. I don't need to go over every single one, but, like, there's some really good ways to do it. So make sure you have at least one of these in your opening hand. But if you don't and your hand's really good, I might just, like, risk it, because, look, 21 ways. And as soon as you get one, you're going to draw into others, because, like, once the commander gets going, you'll find you're just drawing. So, I mean, this is a very simple deck. It plays out really well. You know, you'll be surprised how powerful it is. And, you know, astute opponents will be wary, because they can see the similarity between this and Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin, and that card is crazy good. If you've played against it, you know, it just gets out of hand so quickly. So if you're playing against Valgavoth or Ob Nixilis, kill it on site. This is a kill on site commander, 100%. And if they complain, you know, tell them not to play a kill on site commander. So that's more or less it. This is a very simple deck. You're just looking to play a bunch of pingers and then, like, ping them down, make your dude huge, and just smash their face. Like, always be attacking. If you ever leave Valgavoth up for a blocker, you better be at, like, 1 life, or you're doing it wrong. Just, like, swing, and this is, like, a ultra aggro deck that, like, really just has a, like, taste for blood. So let's do some playtesting. I'm going to run through some practice hands and mulligans, so stick around for that, and then I'm going to post a gameplay video right after this, so I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my videos, my channel. I'm new at this, and I'm doing my best here, but I'm definitely open to feedback, so if there's something that you'd like to see more of or like to see done differently, just please let me know, and I'm happy to make an adjustment if I agree with you. Cool. Let's get into some practice hands. All right, so I'd encourage you, as I always do, to please pause the video, make your own decision of, like, okay, if I saw this opening hand, would I keep it? We'll assume we don't know who we're going against. We'll assume it's a random pod, and we'll assume that this is our opening 7. And then every time we mulligan, we're going down a card, or, you know, 1 free mulligan, of course. So pause it and tell me, would you keep this one? Let's see. So what colors can we make? We've got black, red, and both. So we've got all of our colors, and we've got 4 lands. So we could, you know, normally I would say, like, this looks a little slow. We don't have a way to ramp out our commander on 3, but we have plays on turns 1 and 2. I just don't know if that's good enough. If you're playing this in a, like, 7 to 8 lobby or against, like, strong players, this hand just might be a little slow. And I don't love opening the game with Blood Chief Ascension because it just like makes you the arch enemy instantly. With good cause. The card is stupid. You know, if you don't know what this card does, you haven't played against it, because like once it turns on, which is only after 3 counters, it only takes players losing 2 life on 3 turns for this to be active. And then every time a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, they could discard it, they could mill it, board wipe, fetch land, anywhere. They lose 2, you gain 2. This thing triggers 1 billion times a turn, and then everyone's dead. So yeah, this card is really good. Anyway, long story short, I think this hand's keepable. We don't have a red source to turn on Cataract Parasite, but our commander's red. So, and Dothy is obviously great to get online quickly, but you know, I just hate to be the one opening with threats like this, because it's just like people are going to blow their swords on Dothy, which they should. But I just hate to be the first one to present threats like this. I think we'll look at a second 7 here. I'd rather play a you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we should keep this. We can ramp, sort of. Like we could. No, that doesn't make sense. It takes 4 mana to put a land into play. Let's mulligan. It's probably wrong. I do like this hand significantly better, so we made the right decision, therefore, right, guys? Results-oriented decisions for the win. Let's keep this one. I like ramp into the 1 ring. That tends to win you games. Draw. All right, we can even start off with this good old Surveil land. And we're definitely putting that in the graveyard. Next turn. Another land. It's okay. No more land after this. All right, so looks like we are playing our Signet. Easy. Maybe we even fetch now so we don't draw another land. No, I think we save our fetches because it's good with the Vine Lasher later. Right? That makes sense. Let's play this in. Next turn. All right, we drew another Signet. That's not bad. So options are play the 1 ring, Signet into Sharpshooter. We could play our commander. So the Sharpshooter does take a turn to get online, doesn't have haste. But I think the play is just get the 1 ring out and get drawing, because Sharpshooter's not the best way to like get started building up Valgavoth. It's good, you know, it depends on the board state. Like this would depend on the board state, I think. I think we just slam the ring and like get going. Let's just see a new hand. All right, pause it and tell me, would you keep this one? Yeah, this is definitely a keep. We've got a turn 1 Ragavan, which is sweet. So that's going to help ramp us. It's almost like a mana dork, right? We've got Harsh Mentor, which may or may not do anything, but if it does, that's good. You know, if opponents are playing green, Harsh Mentor, never mind. I forgot it doesn't work on mana abilities. This thing triggers more often than you think. I'd say if opponents are playing white and or red, it's going to be more likely to trigger because more equipment and just maybe more activated abilities, maybe black too. I don't really know which color has the most activated abilities. Maybe weigh in if you have an idea of the answer to that question. I'd like to know what your thoughts are in the comments. Anyway, let's just see how this plan plays out. So we'll draw. Ghost Fire Slice is nice. 4 mana Lightning Bolt. I like. Can also hit stuff with protection from red. Pretty sweet. All right, let's play the monkey. Stupid monkey. Next turn, we drew Marionette Apprentice. Good card. What do we do now? Well, first we hit with monkey. I assume we were going to steal a mana crypt, right, guys? No, let's just make a treasure. How do you do that? Treasure. Treasure. All right. So what do? We could play with treasure. I guess we go Liquid Metal Torque into Harsh Mentor. Or Lightning Greaves. This doesn't hit us, right? Yeah, only opponents. We could just also play Liquid Metal Torque, but that seems dumb. I think getting the boots or the Mentor out would be best. Game time decision, right? If opponents have anything they can activate, play the Mentor. Otherwise, you probably want to slow down and play this later so they don't not play into it, if that makes sense. So let's just play Witch's Clinic into Torque into Greaves, sacking Treasure. You sack this. Okay, I don't know. All right, next turn. All right, so now we just play Commander, I think, and get to smashing. Hopefully I don't remove it in response to the boots. Send the monkey, send this guy, and pass turn. Yeah, so I think now we play the Mentor. We don't. So one thing I didn't mention in the deck guide portion is that opponents are going to damage each other and themselves too. Like, as much as we would like to rely on our deck to do it, and we should have that be plan A, absolutely. Opponents will be playing fetch lands, they'll be playing Ancient Tomb, they'll be playing Mana Crypt, they'll be playing Talismans, Pain Lands, all sorts of ways that they will damage themselves on their turn. So you need to have a sharp eye and not miss those triggers, because one missed trigger in this deck could mean winning or losing the game. We're talking one extra +1 counter and one extra card draw at every trigger. So just keep a sharp eye out for that stuff and make sure you're asking people if they use Pain Lands and like all that stuff. Let's just see another hand. Oh, baby. Well, sorry, I just gave it away, but I mean, I think everyone should realize that this is a keep. We have a turn 1 commander, and we have Gamble. Gamble just gets us the 1 ring, and then we win, right? Unless we discard it, which we always do. So, still, I like turn 1 commander. All right, let's play. Draw. This guy, this guy, this guy. Opponents are pissed. Next. Oh my god, really? So much land. Okay, so what do? We could play Arcane Signet to gamble, but then let's just do it. We ain't scared. Gamble. Get the 1 ring. 1 in 5 chance for ultimate sadness. Haha! Easy. Next turn. Slam the 1 ring. Hope no one counters it. Draw a card. Next turn. Boom. Now we've got our engine. We've got the ring. We draw 2 more. Easy. We win? Probably. Alright. I'll do 1 more. Alright, pause it. Do you keep this hand? I don't think so, right? If we had like a soul ring, I might keep it. Actually, I would keep it if we had a soul ring, because then we could just Wheel of Fortune for sure. But we draw soul ring, right? Turn 1. I never do this, but I'm just going to do it. All right, see? All right, this is our second 7. Do you keep this hand? Yeah, I guess so. It's fine. Seems pretty really medium, but I think it's probably better than going to 6. Like, it's actually like pretty good hand, I guess. I'm just used to like wanting to see a draw engine or something, but we don't really have as many draw engines in this deck because the commander does that. So I think this is playable. So let's draw. Hey, easy. Just draw the 1 ring, right? Easy, easy. Next turn. All right. So we play commander or the 1 ring first? Always the 1 ring first. you know, unless opponents have blue mana up and you're worried, in which case I would play their mana. But if you believe you can resolve the One Ring, you should play the One Ring first, almost always. Does it matter that the protection does nothing? Hell no. Doesn't matter. You want this down as soon as possible because you're drawing 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. I was playing a game a week or 2 ago, and like I bounced someone's the One Ring that was on like 3 bird encounters, and another player in the pod said, like, you know, like, honest question, like, how did you do that? Like, he's gonna like cast it again, get protection again. And I was like, yeah, I mean, and that's a good point, and it's like certainly something to consider. But the thing I was considering was tempo. He had 3 counters on it already, meaning his next draw he's drawing 4, and then his next turn he's drawing 5. This slows him down so much because it resets the counters, and it means he has to recast it for 4. Sure, he gets protection again, but like that's going to lose you way less games than someone drawing 4, 5, and 6 cards. You know, if they have to pay 4 mana, recast it, and then are just drawing, you know, when they would have drawn 4, 5, and 6, they're now drawing 1, 2, and 3. So that's drawing 15 cards in one scenario and drawing 6 in the other. So over 3 turns, they're drawing 9 less cards, and they had to pay 4 extra mana. Is that worth them having a protection for another full turn cycle? I'd say so, but it, you know, it's really case by case. I mean, I don't think there's any reason to play this out. I think let's just get into a game. See you there. Hey there.
What's up, man?
Welcome. I'm going to randomize us 3 times. Here goes. Once, twice, thrice. Be right back. 1 sec.
All right. Hope for the best, I guess.
Same, man, same.
I'll take a mulligan. Sure, I'll keep. All right, ready to go.
We all good?
Yep.
Alrighty. Starts off. I'll draw for turn.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun. I'll play this Timber Crown Pathway, tap it for a green for a Delighted Halfling. And I'll pass.
Delightful.
He's delighted.
Draw. I'll play a tap Raucous Theater and Surveil 1. Then the graveyard. Pass.
Draw. I'll play a Taiga. Tap it for Birds of Paradise. I'll pass turn.
Damn, I should have played mine turn 1. Damn it.
I'll just mountain and pass.
On tap. Draw. Ooh. We will do a mountain and yeah, I'll just play my birds. Because mana, I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play Arena of Glory. She'll enter on tap because I control a mountain, and then tap 2 for Arcane Signet. And pass.
So I'll pay Port Town tap. I'll tap for 2 and play a Power Stone. And pass turn.
Alright, draw for turn. I will play a Mossfire Valley, and then I will feed the mountain into it, tap for 2 red and green to play a Goblin and Archomancer, and pass turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw. X. Well, I will just tap 4 for the old commanders here. Rosheen, Roaring Prophet. ETB, I'll mill 6, and I can return a card with X mana value from among them and put it in my hand. The rest go to the graveyard. Shelter Ticket. Arcane Signet. Turn of the Wild Speaker. Green Sun Zenith.
Hey, got one.
Stone Cold Serpent. And Wildest Dreams. I'm going to put Wildest Dreams in my hand. The rest will go to the graveyard.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 7 in hand. I'll pass turn.
Sounds good. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, so many land. Sure, we'll play Haunted Ridge. Cast the commander. And I'll pass.
Another land tapped. I'll tap for 3, play a Chromatic Lantern, and I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Alright. Untap, draw. I'll play a Forest as my land for turn. Then I'll tap 2 for a Arcane Signet. Then I will tap 2 for a Rhythm of the Wild. And I'll pass turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw. Play this mountain as my land for turn. 2, 3, 4. Sure. I'd like to activate Rosheen. I will reveal the Wildest Dreams, World Soul's Rage, Jade Light Spelunker, and Awaken the Woods from my hand, giving me 8 colorless mana. And then I would like to tap for double green and attempt to cast Awaken the Woods for 8.
Yikes.
Great.
Really good.
If that resolves, I'll make 8 1/1 Dryads, which I don't have the token, so we'll just do this for now. Wish I had the token, honestly. And then we'll just do double red and cast a Vexing Shusher. And I will pass turn.
Sure. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, where were you last turn? Yikes. Can anyone deal with that board? He's gonna have 20 mana next turn.
At the moment,
Oh, really? No.
Yikes. Well, we know
It's a
what's in
lot.
his hand. World Soul's Rage, X damage target, X.
Yeah, no, I normally, if you want, I'll just stuff that I've revealed. I have 5 cards in hand total. So
Okay. Explore
Jade
X
Light's Blanker.
times. So that is... That only draws lands, basically, right? Even if you
Yeah,
cast it for
I could-
20.
Yeah, like if it's a non-land on top, normally 9 times out of 10 I'll leave it there and you'll just get all the counters. It just depends if I'm really trying to dig through my deck or not.
Got it. All right. I'll play Badlands as land for turn.
Let's see if my camera's like off center there. Jeez.
I'll send 4 commander at you, Rosheen.
Understandable. I'll take 4.
And then tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play Shieldred the Apocalypse.
I don't like that at all.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Pass turn.
I want to draw cards, so this is not fine.
Oh, it doesn't stop you from drawing.
Yeah, true. it just hurts a lot. I did mill this funny card called Return of the Wild Speaker earlier, so I do want to draw some cards at some point.
Take 2 on your draw step, Aragorn.
Okay.
And that'll trigger Valgavoth. He'll get a +1 counter, and I will draw. And gain 2.
Just cast a commander. And just gonna pass the turn.
alright. Untap. Draw for turn. I'll play a Carplucin Forest as my land for turn, and then
You'll lose 2 on your from
oh
drawing.
yeah, sorry, yep, Shieldred.
No problem.
All right, I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and play my commander out. I'll have him come in with a 1/1 counter from the rhythm, and I'll get a treasure. Yeah, I'll pass.
Alright,
Yeah, I'll pass.
take my 2. Ow. Oh, it's back to me.
Need to draw a card.
And tip. Draw. Alright. Decisions. Tell's in here again. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'll go ahead and activate Rosheen, revealing Exponential Growth, Wildest Dreams, Jalex Blunker, and will also raise for another 8. So, new one is Exponential Growth. 8. Yeah. Then I'll tap one of these guys, 7 untapped, to cast Wildest Dreams for X equals 4. Return X target cards, 4 target cards from my graveyard to my hand, exile Wildest Dreams.
Okay.
My targets will be Awaken the Woods, Stone Cold Serpent, Green Sun Zenith, and Return of the Wild Speaker.
Pretty good.
Gets exiled. And we will do 1, 2, and tap another one of these bad boys. 2 taps. for a Staff of Domination.
Yikes.
Yeah. Let's.
So you have infinite mana now?
No. So I can untap Rosheen, but I can only use the mana with the X for things that contain X.
I see.
Yeah. It is not infinite mana. I can untap her, but I can't use that mana to just continuously make infinite mana. If that was the case, this card would be really broken, and I'd probably see it more often. 1, 2, 3. 3 untapped. I will use it to untap Rosheen. I want to just kill Shieldred because I don't want to deal with it. Genuinely. So we're going to activate Rosheen. I'll reveal the Wold Soul Rage, Stonecold Serpent, Awaken the Woods, Green Sun Zenith, Jade Light Spelunker, and Exponential Growth for 12 colorless mana. Shieldred is what? What is her butt? 5?
5, yeah.
5. Alright. So we will cast the World Soul's Rage for 5, deal 5 damage to any target, and put up to X target land cards from hand to the graveyard. I have 1 land, so the 1 land from the graveyard would come into play. 5 damage to Shieldred.
Good.
Alright. Graveyard and Shelter Thick will come in tapped. And then 7 left. I will just cast Stonecold Serpent for 7.
Sounds good.
That'll be my turn. I'll pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Flame Mountain. Whoever's got the TV, is it possible to turn down a tiny bit? If not, that's fine. It's just kind of loud. No one's gonna own up.
I'm looking for mics. I'm looking for mics to peek from the TV. I don't.
Yeah,
see anything.
I've been watching, but whatever. I guess we'll go to combat, and the thing's got reach.
Yes, the Stonecold Serpent has reach.
And pro multicolor?
Pro multicolor, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I will send Valgavoth at you, Aragorn. This is 7/7.
I'll take 7.
Alright. Pay 1 red, cast Blasphemous Act.
Ooh. That's a good one right there. I'm definitely trying to see what I'm trying. Yeah, no, that happens.
Yep. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop 1. Cast Dark Ritual. Six for Commander again. And 1 red for a Ragavan. I'll pass.
Well, That's my commander. Pass turn.
Untap. And draw for turn. I'll play a Crucible of the Spirit Dragon as land for turn. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna tap 7, sack this treasure, and replay my commander, get a treasure again, pass turn. I'll have him come in with a 1/1 counter again from the Rise.
Hell yeah, dude. Untap. Draw. No helpy. Honestly, sucks, but I'll just do it. Double green, and then the 2, I'll just cast Awake in the Woods for 2. Make 2 more Dryads. And that'll be my turn.
Tap upkeep, draw. I'll play Horizon of Progress. Let's go to combat and send both your way, Rosheen.
Take 6 and Ozolith off the Ragavan.
Oh,
Owie.
Sweet. Okay.
You want the Ozolith?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good for me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. It's not bad.
All right, I'm gonna pay 4, and I'll cast a Coruscation Mage with Offspring. So I'll make a copy of him. That's a 1/1.
no. Yep, I see. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Frank Sinatra clone will be the Coruscation Mage. And then I'll cast the Ozolith. And then everyone's going to take 2 from the Coruscation Magi. And then I'll overextend, probably. Sack the treasure, tap 2, lose 1 life from the horizon. And I'll play a Rampaging Feroctodon. It's a 3/3 menace. Players can't gain life, and if a creature enters, he'll deal 1 damage to you. Pass turn.
Play Forbidden Orchard. On top for 3. I'll play Jenny Faye, Jetmir's second. On cast, I'll deal 3 damage to Nat.
You'll take 1 from the Feroctodon.
And I will create a soldier, so I'll take another one. And I will give Aragorn +4/+4. I'll tap for another 3. I'll play a Charlotte's Agent. On cast, I'll give Aragorn +4/+4, and I will scry 2. Um, ooh. I don't know if that's even good though. I'm gonna die here. Alright, so Charlotte's Agent has Cascade. So I will Cascade into Mana Crypt.
Hmm.
And
Take one more from Shardless.
yep, take an animal Charlotte. Um, how big are the creatures you got over there?
Me?
Yep,
The untapped ones or all of them?
just the untapped ones.
3/3, 2/2, 1/1.
Okay. What's this thing do? It's a copy of this thing. Let me see what this thing does. Yeah, that's gonna be 2 of them, huh? Fuck it, I'll just swing. I'll swing 13 at you.
Okay, I'll block with the 1/1 copy.
I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Alright. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to play Reign of Riches. When it ETBs, I'll get 2 treasures. That'll be 3. Then I will pay 1 treasure or 2 treasures, going down to 1, and tap the Soul Ring to play a Swashbuckler Extraordinaire. When that enters, I'll get another treasure from Ganax, and then I'll Cascade for 2.
Wow, look how long that name is. It's like almost the entire top.
Dragon Tempest.
You'll take 1 off there for Ostodon.
Alright.
And I'll draw a card.
Then I will. I'll give this guy a 1/1 counter from the Rhythm of the Wild, and then I'll pay 2 and play a Sakura Tribe Elder, and then
Take another one.
yes. And I'll give him a 1/1 counter as well from the Rhythm, and I'll pass turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw. Cool. Play this Rootbound Crag. And I will just tap for 5, tapping one of my lovely Dryads, or not 5, for 6, and recast my commander. ETB, mill 6 again, Mountain.
Take 1.
Yep. Pop. Mountain, Spinning Wheel Kick, Aberrant, Forest, Heroic Intervention, and Momentous Fall. We will just do the... Honestly, yeah, we'll just do the Aberrant. Go to my hand, and I will pass turn.
Upkeep. Draw. I'll go to combat. Do you have any flyers, Aragorn?
No flyers.
All right. Commander coming your way, and Ragavan going your way, Rosheen.
That's
I
another
don't, tru-
7.
I don't trust it. I'm just going to declare no blocks. I'm scared.
Okay. What'd you ask, Aragorn?
It's another 7.
7 in the area. And it's commander.
Yep.
Ow. Take 2. Hit a nice little lovely X spell creature.
Okay. What is it? Just so I know.
Mulligan Horde. It's a green and X. It has Ravenous, so if it's X is 5 or more, it draws a card, and it has the ability of if it's in the graveyard, if you play a land, you pay 3 mana, a green
Okay.
and 3, a green and 2, and put it back to your hand.
No,
I highly doubt you want this.
Just
Yeah,
a 1/1. Yeah.
It's just a 1/1. I highly doubt you want it. Up to you if
Yeah.
you want to pay 1 for a free 1/1 or
Yeah.
the X.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I just wanted to. I just
Kinda
wanted to consider it.
Arguably a bad card, but not in this deck.
Yeah.
1 mana X spell, I'll take it.
I used to play Magus Lucia Kane, so
Oh, dude, love that card.
Yeah.
So fun.
did I play a land? Did not. I'll play Sulphurous Springs. And I better just do this. Tap 2. Cast Feed the Swarm, targeting Aragorn. I'll lose 4. And then everyone else is going to take 1 off the Coruscation Mage.
Yes. Yeah, we.
Alright, and then I'm going to cast a Copper Tablet. Everyone's going to take 1 again. Copper Tablet for the win.
Oh no! I love it, man. It's great.
Thank you. I love when I get to bust out the Copper Tablet. Alright, that'll be it. I'll pass.
Arguably one of the best cards in this entire deck, right there.
I actually was doing a deck guide for this, and I just said that. I was like, believe it or not, Copper Tablet. Take 1 on your upkeep, MM. And also roll for Crypt.
Yep. Heads, no damage. I'm doing it on the spell table.
Okay.
It is a heads.
Nice.
I'm gonna tap this. I'm gonna give Rosheen a 1/1.
Oh shit! I get a 1/1. That's 1.
Excuse
And
me.
he just dealt 1 damage to you because of the dinosaur.
Oh.
Damn. Man, my bad.
Get wrecked.
Ow! Shit hurts, dog. I'm dying over here. Let me feel like I could have like some form of a token here that represents a 1/1 besides my lovely Tyranid.
The second
That's a
time.
bird. That's a bird. That's I got something over here. Come on.
Perfect.
You know what? The best token around. Just hear me out. Here's a 1/1.
Whoa. Cheaty face?
It's cheat face.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'll play
Whoa.
Zakama, Primal
Oh,
Calamity.
shit. That's a big
Vigilant,
dino.
Breach, Trample. When it enters battlefield, if you cast it, untap all lands you control.
Hold on. Response, possibly.
Of course.
Well, I'm last. Anyone else responding?
Hell no.
Here.
Pass priority, dog.
You can make 5 mana with land right now?
Yeah.
You can destroy 1 artifact enchantment. My copper tablet.
No, my copper tap.
I'll tap 2 and I'll cast Tibalt's Trickery on your Zakama.
That's unfortunate.
And what does it do?
It gets countered, and then I choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. You're gonna mill that many cards, so I'll just roll d6. This will be 2, 4, 6 for 1, 2, 3. So 3. So you're gonna mill 3 cards, and then you'll, after that, now you'll exile off the top until you hit a non-land card, any non-land card, and you get to cast that. Ooh, is that a signed Academy Rector?
It is.
Sweet.
Ooh, shit.
You can cast it. Yep. There you go. And you take 1 off the dino.
All right.
No one expects the red counter spell.
My pass.
Oh, everyone take 1 off the Coruscation Mage.
Untap.
Take 1 on your upkeep.
Draw for turn. I'll play a Cinderlight as my land for turn. Then I'm going to pay 1, 2, and 3 to play the adventure side of Monster Manual.
Sweet.
So mill 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll return Thrakus the Butcher to my hand. It's exiled. Fuck. Then I'll just tap 3 and 4, and I'll play the Monster Manual out, and then I'll pass turn.
Ooh. Tippy taps. Copper tablet. Ow. God damn it. Draw my card for turn. It's a land. Doesn't really help me in this instant. I can't go get my Ozlith. I'll play There's This Saga as my life for turn. Just do these boys. Debating life decisions. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go for a Hail Mary play here, Doug. So that's what we're gonna do.
Sweet. Let's see it.
Actually, probably not.
Oh.
Probably not. Want to, but I should just go get something and become arch enemy. That's what I should do. Yeah. Why not? So let's first start off by activating Shizzle and reveal Green Sun Zenith, Exponential Growth, Aberrant, Jade Light Spelunker. Yeah, those two. Those ones. For 8 mana.
Okay.
Tap 2. I'll cast the Aberrant for X equals 8.
Sure.
Ravenous Trigger. Draw a card. That would have been cooler to have. Yeah,
Take one off the dino.
Yeah, that would have been cooler to have. I just drew. It's fine. It's fine. This is where I die, so I'm just gonna go out having a good time. Green off my Rootbound Crag, and then X equals 3. I'd like to green Sun Zenith for 3.
Pass priority.
Oh, good.
All good. Alright. Cool. It shuffles back in, so I'll just put it on top and go find the creature. Oh, look at that. Look, the Selvala.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
No
You should
haste,
kill
correct?
him. No haste. I take
That's a
one
shame.
now. I know. The game would be over technically. It's okay. I don't care. All good. Well, it's been fun because now you guys know I need to die. I'll pass.
Do you have any ways to get stuff back from your graveyard that we know about?
Currently, no. There's one other card. Actually, there's 2 other cards which I did not currently in hand. One is Reap the Past, which is X spell that does the same thing as the other card I played, but at random. And then the other one is Shigeki, which doesn't hit legendaries.
Roger. Alright. Untap. Upkeep. I'll take 1 from the tablet.
Copper tablet.
And draw. Oh. It's a card. Well, I can't kill you.
You could hurt me a lot.
I could. I guess Ganax can finish you off. I'll play a Plaza of Heroes as my land for turn. Alright, we'll go to combat. Send Valgavoth at you, Rosheen. For
How
10.
much is it? 10. Ow. Owie zowie. I'm at 18 commander damage. That's funny. Owie zowie.
Need to cast a Firebrand Archer. I'll
I don't like that at all.
take 1 off the dino. And then I'll pay 4. Cast the One Ring. Everyone take 2 off the Archer and the Mage. I'll go ahead and draw a card. That'll be it. Pass.
Alright. Let's take 1 from your thing, right? And
Yes.
I'll do mana crypt. Heads, no damage. It is a hex.
Nice.
Draw. Whatever. I'll give Rosheen another berry.
No, I don't want it. Ow.
I'm gonna play Xenagos, the Reveler. Then I will tap for 4 and play DECKLIST Escape. And I will double the amount of the counters that comes in with. He comes in with 3. It'll go up to 6.
Nice.
I'll knock him down 6 to do the ability. Exile the top 7 cards of your library. You may put any number of creature and or land cards from among them onto the battlefield.
Nice. Take 1 off the skate.
Take 1, yes. Alright. Really wasn't that good, but that comes in. Get a land. Get a land. All this other stuff is exiled. This is exiled.
Take 1 off the Mantis Rider.
Yep. I will move into combat and I'll swing a 3/3 flying vigilant haste of 1/2 and 2/2 at you, Matt.
I've got the ring protection.
Oh damn! You have the ring. Oh, well, there goes that. Damn.
Someone's at 3 and has no flyers.
Yeah.
Either way, I die to you or Ganax. It doesn't really. It's up to you, man. Notably, if you
Face
do
is
swing
not legendary? Sorry, go ahead.
I wish the spirits were flying that he bestowed upon me. I really wish they were flying. No, it's I understand. I need to die.
I'll swing the Mantis Rider at you, Rosheen.
Yeah, dude.
And I'll swing Academy Rector at Violation.
I think he's just gonna take the Academy damage. He's gonna take that 1.
I'm going to actually block it with the soccer.
Why would you do this? Oh, okay.
You're such a
I'm gonna sacrifice it.
Oh,
that's funny. That's funny. Prior to damage, sag it. That's
I was about to say Academy Reactor probably never does damage, but it probably frequently does damage.
Oh yeah, all the time. Ozolith is gone, unfortunately.
Oh no.
It didn't get to do its thing.
And
That's okay.
I'll just pass you.
GG Trov.
Oh dude, I need to die.
How is your name supposed to be pronounced?
Trov.
Oh.
You got it. Ah yes, I need to die because I can make infinite mana, draw my deck, and just kill everybody on your upkeep. I need to die.
What's your win con? Crackle with power?
No, Comet Storm, instant speed.
Ah, that's a cool deck.
I love this card. It's Metalworker for X spells. It's dope.
Yeah, I like that deck. That was cool.
And draw for turn.
Take 1 on your upkeep.
Yep. All right. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah. I'll pay 2. And tap the monster manual to play Thrakus the Butcher.
That's scary.
Scary stuff. I will get a treasure from Ganax when it enters the battlefield. I'll get a 3 damage ping. Aragorn, do you have any flying?
I don't.
All right. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to try to hit the. Which one do I want to do?
The dinosaur is about take one off the dinosaur, if that helps sway the scales.
I'm gonna actually hit the. I'm gonna hit the firebrand.
Okay. I may respond. Did you take one off your creature ETB?
Nope.
Okay, so 3 damage is going at firebrand. You've got fly. Do you have any fly? Oh, you have the Mantis Rider, Aragorn? Is that your only flyer?
Yep. I do have a flyer in my back.
Okay. I'll respond. Tap 3. Cast Ghost Flyer Slice, targeting the Mantis Rider.
Okay.
Everyone will take 2 off the fingers. And then that resolves.
All right. Then I will pay 1, 2, 3, and sack this treasure to play a Crucible of Fire. I'm gonna have. Forgot about this. I'll have Thrakus Center with the 1/1 counter on him. So Crucible of Fire, dragon creatures you control get +3/+3, and then I'll Cascade for 3 since I used my treasure. Nope. 4, 4, 3 Elemental Bond. Well, I am just gonna pester him from there.
You just have 1 flyer, Volition?
Yeah, one flyer.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Take 1 from Ring, 1 from Copper Tablet. And draw for turn. Let's do here. I cast Berkey. I'll take 1 off the dinosaur. Now I'll pay 1 black. I've got 3 legendaries. 1, 2, 3. I'll channel Takanuma. So I'll mill 3, then return a creature or planeswalker from my graveyard to my hand. So milling Light Step Pathway, Shinka, Mithril Coat. And I'll return Shieldred. Okay, I'll play this tapped Leech-Ridden Swamp. Actually, hold on. Let me... pay 4, losing 1 from... No, Horizon's still here. I'll cast Shieldred. Oh, I can't gain life. That's annoying. Whatever. Play the Leech-Ridden Swamp now. Oh, I make a red off of Berkey. Alright, so actually, I will hold off on the Leech-Riddens. Apologies. I'm just gonna draw. Draw 2. Tap Horizon for 1 black, losing a life. I'll cast a Cataract Parasite, lose another life off the dinosaur. If an opponent draws and I control a red permanent, this will deal 1 to you. And go to combat. Oh, mana off Bergie, I keep forgetting. So I have 2. So I'll just use this for black instead, and I'll cast Marionette Apprentice. And I'll make a servo, so I'll take 2 more. Alright, and then I'll make another red off Bergie. Guess I'll crack the treasure. Everyone's gonna lose 1 off Marionette Apprentice. And I'll cast a Roiling Vortex. It's just another 1 damage on your upkeep to you, but if any player casts a spell and no mana is spent to cast it, then this deals 5 to you. Alright, then I'll go to combat and feel like I have to kill you, Aragorn, or I'm gonna die, so I'll send 12 at you in the air. Aragorn?
Yeah, my bad. I was in my phone. I'm not
Okay.
paying attention.
You got a 12 damage flyer coming at you.
I'm taking 12. Good game.
Alright, good game.
Yeah, man.
That's it for me. Pass.
Alright. Untap.
I feel like I'm gonna die here.
Return. You're definitely not.
So you take 2 on your upkeep, and you take 3 per card you draw.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Alright. I will.
3. You should take more because it's Shieldred, right?
That's 2 and
Oh,
1.
no, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
I will tap 3, and then tap 2 rather. I'll play a Magda Brazen Outlaw. I'll have her enter the battlefield with a 1/1 counter from the rhythm. And then they'll trigger the Elemental Bond, draw a card.
So you'll take 1 off the dinosaur, and then 3 more when you draw.
Then I'll tap 1, 2, 3. And play a Domri Anarch of Bolas, Planeswalker. Did I get pinged for that
No.
anywhere?
No. See, Valgavoth seems like a fixed Omnissilis almost.
I was thinking that, but he might be better. Like, drawing a card is significantly better than Impulse Draw.
Kind of. It's just being able to do it consistently and just go through your deck is the only difference.
That's true. Yeah, you're
right. Do you
right.
have any flying right now?
None that is untapped.
All right. All right. Well, I'll go to combat, and I will swing all the boys at you.
Sure. How much?
So that's Crucible of Fire gives them +3/+3. They'll have 1/1 counters on them, so it's 4. So Thrakus would be he's a 14/4. Ganax is a 14/4 in the air, and then the other guy over here is a 12/12 on the ground.
Okay. And
12/5, 12/6.
Does everything have trample, or what has trample and what doesn't?
Just Thrakis has trample.
Okay, and he's 14 power, you said?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So the servo will block the...
Oh, sorry. He's actually, I forgot Domri gives him +1. Sorry. So it's 3.
So it's everything's 2 more.
Yeah.
Okay. So servo will block the big one.
Okay.
Chump. And then 14 is... How much is in the air?
So in the air is 3, 4, 7, 8, 16.
Okay, so I can't block that, so I have to... I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3 at least on my upkeep, 4 on my upkeep. So I can only take 7, ideally less. So how big is the other thing that it has trample?
The one that has trample is 3, 4, 7. He's a 4, or no, sorry, he's 3, 6, 7. He's 16-4 on the ground.
Wow, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what block with. 9, 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I'll block with all of this shit
Okay.
on Thrakis.
Okay. So what gets through on him? 4? From him, I should say.
Yes.
So 4 damage from him. You chump blocked the swashbuckler, and then Ganax was, what was it?
16, I think you said?
Yeah, 16, yep.
Okay, so I'll go down to 8. And then I take how much, Commander? 16.
Yeah.
Whoops. Wow, okay. And I assume you're killing everything?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take 7 from the Marionette Apprentice.
Yeah. And let's see. What creatures do you have left up?
Children and my commander.
Okay. How big is your commander?
It's currently 13-13.
Alright. 13, 15. Sorry. I'll -2 Domri down to 1, and I'll have the swashbuckler fight your commander.
Sure. It's got ward, pay 2 life.
Alrighty.
All right, you got it. Actually, wait, it's big enough, right?
Yep. It still has the doubled power from Thrakis until the end of turn.
It's double power and toughness, right? Oh.
No, just double power.
So I killed the other thing.
You killed Thrakis, yep.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, you got it. That'll die.
And then that is all I can do, unfortunately.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. I'll lose 4 life. Draw for turn. I'll gain 2 off Shieldred. How many tapped lands do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mana Geyser does nothing. Tap the 1 ring. I'll draw 3. Gain 6. Oh, that's good. Okay. I think I got it. So, Kessig, Flame Breather for 2. Let land. Tap 2 for a Hold on a sec. Yeah, Felwar Stone. So take 1 off the Flame Breather. And then you've got 4 coming to you on your upkeep, but
Yep.
I don't know what you have, so...
Yeah,
Do you want... You don't have anything? Okay.
I got a stomping ground.
Okay.
I can shock it in after I'm dead and be even more dead.
That was close. All right. Good game.
Good game, man.
That was fun, guys.
If you didn't have that Blasphemous act, dude, Jesus.
I know. That was a crazy start. That was sweet. Awake in the Woods is nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, genuinely, I'm not gonna lie. If you didn't have a board wipe, the game was over. I had enough to go draw my deck and
I could tell.
probably cast Crackle with Power for a lot. And
I could tell. I really didn't want a board wipe because I had my commander out and he had set like 3 counters on it, and I was like, I had better do it.
Yes, yes.
It's the right choice.
Rosheen is a card that you probably genuinely just don't want to let her stick. I won't lie.
I was very impressed with that deck, so nicely done.
Hey.
All right, GG.
GG.